Let's talk.
What you trying to say? What you trying to do? Kick off your shoes, get in the mood, and let's talk. 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 Don't be a fool with what's on the news. You can't lose on my point of view. Now let's talk. 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 Let's talk.
Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk.
Yes, sir.
Let's talk.
And some women don't think like
bills
that.
Or anything.
Bills.
Any priorities.
Your priorities
Anything.
come first before you have women like that. Like I know for a fact, I see a lot of women back home. They be dressed down from head to toe, but their child look a hot mess.
I see it all the time.
Like, come on now, you got to do better as a woman. You have got to do better. You have, especially if you have a daughter. Teach your child better than what you are. Raise your child to be, especially your daughter, be a queen. Let her know that she's loved regardless. Make sure you going to the nail shop, take your baby to the nail shop with you.
Yeah.
Even your boy, your son, if you want to get your hair did, take him to the barber shop. Make sure his hair get cut. Make sure he got a new outfit too. Don't just think about yourself. Think about your priorities first.
Yeah. And one thing my dad always taught us was, whoever you're with, and even your kids, tell them you love them every single day.
Mm-hmm.
Every day.
Mm-hmm.
Every single day.
Because one thing they will know, they will know that they're loved regardless of what.
Exactly.
How do you feel about women that stay in marriages, relationships with men that broke them first and then work their way back up?
I will speak on that.
Go ahead.
As far as when we were in the dating phase, he was always like cheating and stuff. And because I was like, oh, like, I really love him. It was like, I saw potential in him. And then I had to learn that you don't marry potential. You have to marry them for right where they're at. You have to love them for right where they're at. So I was more so like, okay, he's gonna do better. I know he's a good person inside. So I tried to make up for it. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay. And then it was, he was like, okay, well, I'm gonna do good. He did good for like 3 months maybe. And I'm like, oh, okay, like I see his strive. So I'm going off of that. Like we're going off of hope. So we get married and then not even 2 months into the marriage, adultery. You know what I'm saying?
You learn you can't go off of hopes and
hopes and potential. And so for me, like, I strive for it's going to get better. Like, yeah, he broke me down. When I say he broke me all the way down, I can tell you for hours all the stuff that I have been through with him. But I was like, you know what? We're gonna make it. Like, we're gonna go to church. Like, I'm gonna pray more. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. But if the person doesn't want to change,
they're not
gonna change until that clicks in their head that, hey, like, I need to man up. I need to do this. I need to do that. So, and then I also had to learn that even if we have kids, a kid is not going to make a man change his status because I was like, you know what, like I want to have a baby, so maybe he would be a better husband, a better father.
Girl, too many single moms out there.
So then I get pregnant, and then you lost the baby, and then so I had to go through all of that. I almost died because of that. You know what I'm saying? So, and then for him to not only cheat and still do him, but for him to not support me through the whole process of me losing a child, that really like broke me down. And that was like my end of, you know what? We no longer can be together. Like, we're gonna get a divorce. This is not gonna happen because I can't sit here. And I'm glad that I was sad that I lost a child because I was like, you know what, like he's gonna change, and it's gonna be better. Like, but at the same time I'm glad that I did because God knew that he just was not we weren't ready for that. You weren't ready. He wasn't, you know what I'm saying, the man I'm supposed to actually be with, you know what I'm saying? Because it was like, he showed me the signs, but it was just to get my attention. It was just to, okay, I want to hold her because I know that she's a good woman, but I still want to do my stuff on the side until I get it all out of my system.
That's how most men do. They keep you around while they doing their dirt, just because they know that you won't be there. You're a good woman, but at the same time, they want to go do them.
As far as telling your kids,
for them.
Yeah.
As far as like your kids and stuff, like especially if you have daughters and even sons, like I feel like now we should tell our kids like you don't have to suffer before you get the love. You shouldn't have to go through things. Like, you shouldn't have to be put down to the bare minimum. And then it's, oh, he changed and now you love. No, I feel like healthy love is, it needs to be worked out.
Because when you get to that level, you really start losing that love for that person.
And even parts of yourself.
Exactly.
Because I surely did.
Exactly.
That's where it is. You losing yourself.
So
we
then,
always have the instinct that we have to fix somebody or something.
So like earlier, like you said, I was even questioning myself, like, am I not good enough? Like, what's wrong? What can I do? Like, what can I improve? So I just feel like.
So now this question goes to play here. When is it a good time to leave a relationship?
When you feel yourself distancing, like it was so many times where I just felt myself like, you know what? If I get to the point where I don't want to be around you, I don't want you. It was to the point where I don't want you touching me, I don't want you kissing me.
That's bad.
If you're giving your attention to other females besides your wife, not your girlfriend, but your wife, then that makes me feel some type of way, because now I know that how you make me feel, all the 5 other girls is feeling that exact same way. I'm not with it. So when I feel like, you know what, because at the beginning it was like I used to argue with him, like, okay, but then I found myself,
Right. See, then he should.
So now I'm like, you know what? Now it's not a good space, because now whatever you say, I'm not gonna like it. I'm not gonna care. So, but I can't say like, oh, I just left. Like, no, because that's a hard thing to do. It's a hard thing to decide if I want my marriage to work or if I just know to cut it off now, because one, we was already young, so it was like 50% saying, oh, y'all can make it. The other 50% was like, y'all not gonna work because y'all 19, 20, whatever. So it was really hard, because when you really love somebody, but you also have to love yourself, and that's what I didn't. I didn't love myself at that time. So it was something that I had to grow into. I had to learn myself and love myself, know what I like and don't like. So yeah, it's you just know when it's time to leave something. You just know.
And when the woman understands she's done.
There's females who know when it's time to leave, but they still don't leave.
And that was me too, because I had many signs like, okay, you need to get up on out. But because when you love somebody, love, it blinds you. I feel like it blinds you for real. It really does.
It's not just that. You got to think about where a lot of people get stuck at. They get stuck in situations where they fear change. Okay, so it could be, you move into this relationship with someone and you leave everything behind. For example, military. You marry into military, or you marry an active duty member, or you get taken away from home, all your friends, all your family, now you're stuck with this person, all of a sudden they become abusive, or they do what they do, and you're not working, you're new, you don't know nobody, you have no way out, right?
That's exactly what happened.
Well, because at the end of the day, when you think about it, you get put in a situation to where you just don't know how to fend for yourself, so you try to stick it through.
And then it's bad when you're military, because as a spouse, you're traveling with your husband or your wife to their duty station. So you're going to places and you don't even know people. So you don't have family around. Don't get me wrong, it's good to have family around, but then it's not good to have
no
family
support
around.
system.
But you have no support system at all. So therefore, there plays a role in you going to be depressed. You're going to eat yourself stupid. And I have even seen this and watched this day. A lot of women killed themselves up there because they were so deep into depression that they didn't know how to bring themselves out.
And that was me for a minute, because it's really draining when, like you said, it's something different, because I was with my mom, because I'm a mommy's girl, so I was with my mom, and I didn't have that time to myself. I didn't have that, I live on my own. I was with my mom, and then boom, I got married. So now I'm with somebody else. I never had that time to explore myself and know what it is that I like, because you're not going to be a good person for someone. You don't even know what it is that you like, or you don't even know who you are. So I had to learn that. So it was really difficult for me to change with the whole, getting a divorce, and then now with my own. So now, this is my first time ever living by myself, actually doing stuff for myself. So now that I know whether I'm married or dating, or if I don't have anybody at all, I am good regardless.
It feels good though.
It does. It does. So
The
It's
warning
just the
signs.
mindset.
The warning signs are always there.
Oh, yeah.
Women more than men have a tendency to overlook them because they want something so badly, okay, or because they believe in potential. Now, with potential, I meant to say that earlier. With potential, you always got to think not everybody lives up to their potential because they are content where they are. They don't want to do better. Okay.
I strive.
Yeah, but baby, you might be the exception. You know what I mean? Not everybody is like that.
Yeah.
And then the other thing is, I truly believe that a person is going to hurt you as much as you allow them.
Right.
And what I always say is, it starts with little things. You know,
Yes.
little things that you know it's not right. It shouldn't be that way.
But you play it off like,
You play it off. You continue. These signs will get louder and louder and more hurt and more
You
pain.
sitting there, you looking at
Until-
yourself like, why?
Yeah, but how else you supposed to finally end up understanding what it's meant to show you? It's telling you this is not for you. Why you still here?
I think it took a picture for me because I remember like when everything happened, like when I was done, like I was going through some pictures and I came across a picture of me and him. And I used to, like, I knew that people could look tired and look stressed, but I never really knew it until I seen it for my own self. Because, like, people used to tell me, like, oh, okay, like, you look tired, you look stressed. But when I seen that picture of myself and him, when you can see the hurt and the pain and everything, like that's,
Right.
it makes you, like, dang, like, I really sat here and subjected myself to that, like,
Right.
wow.
And
Like,
don't get me wrong, it's not to say that there will never be bad times. It's not to say you'll never fight. It's not to say, you know, you or that person ain't never gonna do wrong. Because that's not realistic,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So there's
you're
gonna
gonna
be
fight
mess
in a
ups.
day,
Right.
dog, like.
But in the end of the day, I feel like the main struggle that you go through with this person shouldn't be you against him or you against her, but it's you and her, you and him against whatever is troubling
Yeah.
you. You understand what I'm saying? So if y'all just out literally hating each other and doing the most to each other, then y'all just not for each other, right? But if we're going through, I don't know, financial hardships, or we going through depression, or we going through whatever the case may be, and depression will make someone lash out on you, you know, sadness will make someone maybe retreat and not be as open with you. And people go through their own stuff, even in a marriage, even in a committed relationship, it don't matter. But in the end of the day, if it's you against me, then something is wrong. But if it's you and me against whatever the issue is, then you know you got something to hold on to. And I think a lot of times it's hard to single that out. And then as women, we have such a tendency to try and stick everything through. Like, it gotta work. We're gonna make it work. I'm gonna make it better. I'm gonna do what it takes.
yeah, because you want to look at it as a failure, because that's how I was. I was like, you know, I don't want to seem like
Right.
I just let it, like, I just wanted it to happen like this. And it's
Right.
like, I had to learn, like, not to care about what people say, because I was type where, like, if
It's
they
okay
know
to
this,
say no.
then, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? And they know,
See,
like, and I don't like that.
You
That's
have to
also
learn that.
Me, I
Say
don't
no,
know.
you have to learn that.
It's okay to say it's not for me. It's okay to say that, you know what, we done got to this point, we put this effort, but in the end of the day, we came to realize, you know, you and me ain't what this supposed to be. It's okay to leave. It's okay to not make something work, you know, but at the same time, don't give up too easily either. You know, love is worth it.
It gets
But-
hard when kids getting pictures of them.
It does.
It
It
gets
gets
hard.
very hard when kids get in the picture because then you don't want to leave because you don't want nobody else to be like, why did you leave? Was it that bad for you?
But
to
you know
leave?
But then
You're
again,
married
you don't
to
want to.
somebody
But you don't
else.
want to stick.
Yeah,
but you don't want to
that-
stick out a
but,
bad marriage
yeah.
for your kids as well, because then you're gonna end up resenting that person or hating them. And,
Well, what are you
Right.
teaching your children with that, though? If
Yeah.
you're having your children grow up in a dysfunctional household, you are
You
like my
teaching
parents are there,
them-
but they not there.
Like
Like,
teaching them that, and to be honest with you, I grew up with that in the household. I didn't grow up with my mama. I didn't grow up with my daddy. My daddy used to ride past me, never knew who the man was until then I found out who my daddy was at the age of 15.
Wow.
So I never had my mom around, and I love her to death. But now she come in and she's trying to play that role where she left off at. And I understand what she's trying to do. So therefore, she try to take up much time as she possibly can with her kids and her grandkids. But my uncle and my aunties was the one who basically raised me. So therefore, I would see my uncle and his wife argue a lot. Like I was trying to figure out like why would they be arguing so much, but then I also see my auntie and her boyfriend at the time arguing a lot. God bless his dead. He been dead for a pretty long time now, but it's not worth it. Like, and I made a vow to myself I would never let our children be raised up in a house where there's no love, because it was no love in the house that I was in. Like, it was no offense to my peeps, I love y'all to death, but there was no love for none of that. And it's still the same way now, and I'm pretty sure it is. Except that we all are grown and we're out on our own. We have our own kids and our own family. So therefore, that's why to be honest, I say to myself, I go home. If I see my people, I speak to them and I keep it moving. But that also, as a child, that plays a role into when you get older, how you handle your relationships and how you handle your kids, and that's what people don't understand.
So then my next question would be, what's a deal breaker in a relationship or marriage to where it's like you have to be like, okay, this is not gonna work out?
I feel like if you have to constantly tell somebody, hey, I don't like this, you need to change this, or you need to do this, or you need to do that, they not hearing you. So at that point, I'm tired of keep explaining myself. I'm tired of telling you, like, it's time to just go.
I'm very big on respect and loyalty. I think everybody is. But respect is my number one thing. And then quality time. Now, someone can tell you they love you every day, but they never spend a time of the day with you. You ain't gonna believe that. Someone make time for you every day, or, make time for you, tend to you, but not tell you they love you on a daily basis, you still gonna know they love you. Okay? So, to me, those two things are very important. But if you're starting to make me feel like you ain't got no time for me, everything else is always more important, you always taking out your stress on me, and you're doing this, you're doing that, our values are starting to kind of like fade away, we starting to go two different directions. You ain't gotta be a bad person for me to leave you. You ain't gotta, it ain't that I can leave you, I can love you, and I can still leave you. Because if you ain't doing good by me, or if you're not good for me, and I'm starting to feel myself to fall into a place I don't want to be, then we're gonna have that talk, but we can only have that talk so much, like you said, right? Because at some point, it's either, are you valuing me enough to understand I'm telling you I need this from you? Are you valuing me enough to make an attempt and an effort to come around and do what I need you to do, to, play your part like you used to do? Because now if you messed up from the get-go to just stay with someone, they ain't never did it for you, you ain't never gonna get it.
Right. Yeah.
But if you've had it before and life gets in the way, we all understand that. But if I have to constantly remind you, like, hey, I'm your wife, I need attention. Hey, I'm your wife, I need affection. Hey, I'm your wife.
That's not good.
That's not good. And that's going to drive me away. And that's a deal breaker.
Yeah.
Because I refuse for my children to grow up in a home, like you said, without love. I refuse for them to grow up being broken and having to fix something that they didn't cause.
And I choose not to let my children go around my family for a reason, because they not, if you didn't show me love when I was growing up, how you gonna show my children love? You know what I'm saying? So only ones that and it's sad, I could say I probably be a sad mother for this, but my children don't even know who their cousins are. Like, they know who my biological sisters, they know their cousins, but for as my auntie and their kids and their children, no, they don't know them. Because for one, I'm not coming around you so I can introduce my kids, but then my kids can sit around and listen to you talk about their mother or their father. It's not happening, period. I'm not gonna do it. It's not happening.
So what would be your deal breaker?
Well, what you guys already said, but also I can't stand a lazy man. When I see that he's not like when he's not doing shit, like just sitting on the couch, not striving to be a better man, a man that I can respect. Because when I start losing respect for you, it's over.
Oh, it's a
It's
wrap.
over. It's over. I'm saying, then I start doing what I want to give a damn what he wants, because I'm sorry, that's not the man that's not a person I look up to. You know, that's not my man no more. So
And I'm
you know,
looking at you
yeah.
like, ooh, why you even here? Like, why I'm here? Yeah.
I couldn't do that. I couldn't have a lazy man that just sit on the couch and do nothing and not have a job. That's
No, yeah.
But they
I'm
see,
not
okay.
It's different when you lose your job.
Well, yeah,
okay,
what
that
is
happens.
That's different.
But then make sure that you find a job, not be like, oh yeah, I mean, yeah.
What's the time
whatever,
frame?
you know, so-
What's the time frame would you give a guy to actually, if they lose their job, to give them to go out and find another job? Like, how long would you tolerate it?
Isn't they have to put in the effort? Like, I feel like if I see that you're applying yourself and you're
It's
trying
every day. I
Yeah.
try to do it every
yeah,
day.
yeah.
then okay,
Yeah.
you might be alright.
So this question. So should everything be 50-50 or 60-40?
Everything should be 100 to 100.
Yeah.
There ain't no 50-50, 60-40, 30-70. I don't give a damn. Whatever you bring to the table, I'm backing you.
Yeah.
That don't mean you got the $10,000 job and I got the $10,000 job. I might only contribute a grand a month, and you may make buku money. Who knows, or vice versa. Or you may cook all the time. It don't you don't have to do equal parts of everything to contribute 100% of both parts. As long as you accomplish the main goal as a unit, So when people call stay-at-home moms, but that lady really be holding down the front. How you
Hell,
Come on.
Like, a lot of people look at me when I go in the store and I have a buggy full of groceries. You women looking at me like you stocking up. No, bitch, I'm not stocking up.
6 people in my house.
It's 7 of us at the house. I got 5 kids at home. I am a stay-at-home mother. Don't get me wrong. I want to work. But only reason why I didn't work is because our youngest got into school in kindergarten, 2015? So that's been, 5 years ago? But it's still hard in Germany for a spouse to get a freaking job. If I was back in the States, I would be banking right now.
But at the same time, that's a full-time job. What you
That
got.
That's a full-time
like,
job.
you gotta respect that.
Look, I can see if the dad is a stay-at-home dad and take care of
No, and then the thing,
or the mom doing the same, but like
this is the most
doing that shit,
this
but-
is the most my husband have ever been home, period. Like, this is the most that man have, and
How
I
do you
don't know
feel
how to
about
take it. That's the thing, I don't know how to take it because he's here every day and I'm looking at him like
damn, you here?
you going to work? Like, is you no offense, baby, I love you, but you know what I'm saying? I'm not used to it, but he's here every day because when we was back in the States, he was either in the field or he was deployed. So therefore, it left just me and the kids. So technically, I'm still trying to get a feel of it, of him being around the house all the time. I appreciate it. Now I'm getting to the point now when I wake up and he ain't there and I go to Philly, I get on the phone. Where you at? Oh, I had to run to the office. Oh, when you coming home? Because I'm starting to get used to it. But I'm telling you, I was not used to it at first. But having to take care of a family, and your husband has a job, a full-time job, it don't matter what job it is.
You're a single mom.
You're a single mother.
And you got your
until you get home.
routine, so yeah.
Yeah, it's hard.
I appreciate my household, and I can definitely give that as an example. My husband, he works hard, and he works crazy hours. But so do I. I work hard, and I work crazy hours. But when that man
Especially
comes
you
home,
just had little mama. Yeah, them definitely
I
crazy
started
hours.
working 3 days after I popped it out.
Ooh.
What?
More power to you.
Right.
More power to you.
Baby.
Like I was barely getting around.
But that man comes home, and I swear I have never been with anybody like him. That man comes home, and the first thing he does is pick up a mop, sweep, ask me if I'm okay, if he see I'm still,
He actually
he asks me, do I need help? Or he'll just be like, baby, what we eating? And he already know, and I'm like, I don't know yet. He's like, she's stressed. He'll go into the freezer, take out the food, and cook it. And that man just came home from working a 9-hour shift.
Yes,
But he
ma'am.
know I work just as hard. And it's amazing. It blows my mind every time. Now, he won't touch the dishwasher. Period. He won't. But everything else, whether it's having to walk the dog, and then you don't have to do equal parts of everything, but you have to kind of accommodate each other. So if I'm lacking here today, you pick it up.
Mhm.
If you
Yes.
legendary tomorrow, I'll pick it up. And that's why it don't, relationships that are 50-50 don't work. They don't.
No, it don't, cause you have to give it all.
You
Like
do.
if Joe come home and he don't feel like doing something, or I try to make sure when he come home he have food cooked. If I don't have food cooked, he know that I'm tired, I'm frustrated, especially when I get to dropping stuff, cause that's one of the main things. I get to dropping everything all over the floor, and he be looking, you okay? I'm good, sorry, good, but. It takes a team in order for you to get your goals and to be where you want to be at. It takes a team. It takes both of y'all to come together to be as one.
Yes. It
Like
takes
that
a
is
unit.
true.
A lot of people don't live as a unit. They live like roommates, or they live like, oh, this is my part and this is your part. And don't get me wrong, some things I'm right there with you are old school morals. Like if we in the car together and we going to get gas, well, it's better not make me get up there.
Right.
Yes.
You better go ahead and go pump that gas.
Let's go pump that gas. Or I don't know. I'll take out the trash if you're not here. But if you here,
You taking it
that's
out.
your job. I'm sorry. I'm old school and goes to that, right?
Yeah, open the door for you.
Right?
What's wrong with
Show
that?
me,
Nothing wrong.
like,
Yes,
what's wrong
what's
with that,
There's
right?
nothing wrong
You
with
know,
that.
give
Yeah.
me, like you said earlier, Eva, give me something to respect. Put,
Yeah.
be that person that you want me to see in you. You understand
That
what I'm
I
saying?
need you to be. I need you to be that man that I need you to be.
Exactly.
If you see me struggling, pick it up. If I see you struggling, I'm that one to
Amen.
pick you up.
Amen.
And then
You know
at
what
the
I'm
day, a
saying?
man has to be the bigger person because we women are emotional.
Very
This
emotional.
is your job to be the bigger person, to pick it up. That's how. No, sometimes it is like that though.
Really, you wouldn't believe it, but men are super sensitive.
They are.
Yes,
Don't get me wrong. They are. They're little babies. Yeah.
So about men being sensitive, I guess my next question would be, how would you deal with an emotionally unavailable guy?
Woo, girl, that's kind of hard.
Let me
If you
eat some
got a
chips
guy,
on that.
baby, because if you got,
He has no feelings towards anything, or you know what I'm saying, like that type of
them type hard to
emotionally
deal with.
unattached.
It
Like,
is they very
Them
That's
type
that
hard.
would be for me.
Yeah, they hard to deal with. I'm sorry, I can't. I refuse to deal with that type. Simple.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Cause it's
Yeah.
hard to deal with them. It takes a lot. It takes a lot out of you as a woman because
Yeah.
You trying to take it out of them, like you trying to.
but then it goes back to what you said. I mean, I understand the whole it's hard, but at the same time, their upbringing, something that could have
Yeah.
happened to them. Guys don't normally express. They have a hard time expressing stuff, so they just turn to I'm just turning the flip all the way off, and you just kind of get what you get. So I feel like, well, I don't know, like this is a sticky situation.
it is.
There has to
very
be a level of
Yeah.
intent.
I feel like if we need to go to like some type of counseling, or we need to have communication, like the
Counseling
communication.
might not even work.
I mean,
because
they
if he,
try.
okay,
But
but
don't go into a relationship with someone that you have expectations of to change.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, when you are, like I said, time does things to you. People change, people go through phases, and then also the thing with counseling that you brought it up. Don't go to counseling once shit hit the fan.
You need to go before.
Yes, do
You see
yourself
the
that
signs.
favor. Be like, yes,
So
sir,
you
we
can
gonna
go
do
to
that
work.
counseling,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because I feel
We
like
gonna work
people
on
feel
this
like that
before break.
counseling is, it's because I don't want to go to counseling because then something's wrong. No, you should go to counseling way before something is even wrong.
If you see the signs, you need to head there now. You need to
And
get
not
there.
just that, you don't go ahead and, I'm sorry, babe, you don't go ahead and buy yourself a new Audi R8, and then once you drove it to shit, that's when you start taking care of it, like, damn, I gotta fix this up now. Let me, make sure the inside's clean, the outside's clean, let me fix this up and do that. But, you get that car, you take care of that car like it's your baby, right? Your relationship is your baby. Your commitment is your baby. Your marriage is your baby.
My daddy once told me you need to drive your vehicle the way you want to be driven. He said if you want your vehicle driven rough and hard, if you drive your car like that, that's how you want to be driven.
You want a race car, the race gonna be over soon.
That's what
Real
he
quick.
said.
Hey.
He said you need to think about the things. And I thought about something, what do he mean by that? I didn't know what he mean by that because at the time I was young. But when I got older and I actually had my children, it makes sense to a lot of things that he was telling me. At that time I wasn't understanding what's he talking about. What you mean drive your car the way you want to be driven? Like I wasn't but now I understand what you're talking about.
Mhm.
So as a woman, you know how most women are natural. They love to go around with their hair on their body. Would you be natural or would you shave?
Oh, it gotta be a bald.
For
Bald.
real.
Bald.
Shave.
Because
Bald.
that hair collects odor.
And bacteria. Bacteria.
Bacteria. You can smell
You know,
it.
us women are very sensitive, you know.
Oh,
to
you can
certain
smell
things.
it. Like, if you come sit next to me, and I guarantee you, and pretty sure, especially when it get hot, you come sit next to me, you sweating, and you ain't shaved, I'ma smell you.
Exactly. Yeah.
Soon as you flop your butt down, I'm gonna smell you. You know what I'm saying? No offense to you natural women out there, but I'm the woman. I have to shave. I have to get the hair off my body.
Right. It don't even feel right once you done shaved and
First
then
of
you got a
all,
little bit of hair. It don't even feel right.
How you trying to have a guy, you know what I'm saying?
Going
trying to have
down
sex
on
with
you.
you, or go down like that. He gotta.
Some women are into that apparently.
You gotta go through the jungle. Look, you
So then
gotta.
I guess the question is, do you feel like the guys need to shave?
Yes.
Yes.
You want to take a little bit down. I gotta touch you.
Oh, you're not shaving? Oh.
Or at least like trim it, you know? So
Yeah,
like
hide
trim
it,
it,
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we ain't living in no caves no more.
Better
You
get
know,
them
we
clothes
on fire and
You gotta be completely bald, like have
Right,
it
yeah. Trim it, you know, yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to be, you know what I'm saying, be down there.
That's like,
And I gotta take, yeah.
And then too, it comes in a big part of like hygiene. You know, you
Yes.
get intimate with somebody. I mean, we like I said, we are.
and I
sensitive
smell you.
women.
You musty.
Very sensitive.
Do not put yourself. Did you bathe? You sure you bathe?
Go baby.
Go back there,
Go baby.
Go do a little bird bath, wash or something.
Dang. Little musty.
Musty dusty.
I can't say it. I mean, I don't know, but you do have some women. Oh shoot.
See, Mom said that. Mom said that. We gotta wrap it up first.
If y'all hear the music playing in the background, we don't own rights to this music, but I heard that dude now. Come on. But I mean, I don't know.
Wait a minute now, you gonna drop it like it's hot?
No, I can't drop it like how I'm
Speaking of dropping like it's hot, we're gonna pause and we're gonna just say it's Anna's birthday.
No!
Yes!
Huh? I'm trying to tell people my birthday. I'm like that.
No,
Go ahead, baby.
get him to sing for you.
No, I try not to. I see, I ain't tell my birthday to
There you go. There you go.
The Rio coming out.
I'm gonna finish it up. Happy birthday.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you. I try not to tell people it's
So,
my
and
birthday.
toast this to your birthday.
I know it. I'm trying not to drink too much.
I do that?
I'm trying not to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need some wine.
You need some water?
Yeah, you need some
Hold on. There you go, right there. That little bottle right there. I
Okay,
got
so
it.
The right one or the right one?
Fat person just had a baby. Y'all can have the
Yeah.
And yeah, I am a fat
Oh,
person. I
oh,
can't
look,
wait to
right
get
there.
out here and go
Look,
eat.
a glass a day.
Keep the stress away.
There you go.
Exactly, that's what we
Cause I'm breastfeeding still too.
Hey, the crunch of that keeps the
But that's
munch
what
away.
I'm
joking. I'm right with you.
It's proven. There's nothing about it.
Yeah. I'm gonna wrap it up.
Still breastfeeding.
Yeah, this was nice though. Like I really enjoyed this.
Me too.
I don't know. You might like it, you might not like it.
It's not everybody. It's not for like.
It's not for
women.
you to like it. If you don't like it, drop your comment. Just express how you feel. If you do, still drop your comment. Express how you feel.
So while we're on the subject, don't forget to like, comment, and share this video. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, Real Talk Conversations.
Yeah.
And if there's something you want to be discussed, let us know.
Just drop it in the comments below and we will talk about it.
Is there anybody in here that wants to shout out any type of content that they have? Like for me, y'all go subscribe to my channel, Kailyn Elizabeth, on YouTube. Yeah.
Check out my blog, Southern Bells Delights.
They are delicious. I'm a fat person, I should know. But thank y'all for tuning in to Real Talk Conversation, and y'all have a blessed day.
We're gonna see y'all next time.
What you trying to say? What you trying to do? Kick off your shoes, get in the mood, and let's talk, 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 let's talk. Don't be a fool with what's on the news. You can't lose on my point of view. Now let's talk, 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 let's talk.
Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk.
Yes, sir.
Let's talk.